Professor, you can't sneak up on me like that. I nearly blasted you with Thorin. I could ask you the same thing, though I suppose we'd have the same answer. I couldn't sleep. I must admit, I don't know how you did it for so many years. All this bloodshed, the constant stress. I haven't worried this much about where my next meal would come from since I was bathing in fountains and stealing stale bread from behind the bakery in Enbar. It's all just... It's a lot, Professor. The world has become a lot. I know, but I'm not like you. I'm not a hardened mercenary or an imperial princess trained since birth to deal in politics and war alike. I can't just set my eyes on the end goal and move forward. I see everything around me. I carry it with me, and it keeps me up at night. You do? I didn't think someone as brave and powerful as you could be shaken by anything, let alone nightmares. And here I thought I'd somehow woken you with my singing. But you were just seeking the same comfort as me. Here, come and sit with me. If you remove your boots, you can dip your toes in the water. The fish are used to it by now, even after so long without students. They won't bite unless you offer them worms. If you think you'll catch anything this late, then by all means. I shouldn't be surprised. I don't think I've ever seen you walk past the pond without stopping to fish. That makes sense. I often see Alois trying his hand. He's related to Gerald too, right? So that's how you guys de-stress. I don't know. I think I'd get too lost in my head just sitting here alone and staring at the water. Even with the waves lapping at the dock, it's too quiet, too still and lonely. I hate silence. There's never been anything scarier to me. That was why I started singing in the streets. It never used to be for anyone else. Before the attention, the busking, the opera, it was just for me. Oh, don't be like that. You know you weren't bothering me. Sure, you took a bit of warming up, but you've always had this comforting aura around you. When I'm with you, I feel safe, protected. It's not as though I can't defend myself, but sometimes a girl just wants to curl up in someone else's strong arms, lay her head on their chest and listen to their heartbeat. You've always had the oddest sense of humor. Does that run in the family as well? Eloise has all his goddess awful puns, no offense to the dear man. And I once overheard Gerald joking he was on his 2nd century, at least. You've never been very forthcoming about your own age, but of course I respect that. In the opera, everyone's days are tied to that damning number. Once you lose your youth, you lose your influence. You get relegated to side characters, old matrons, and then, when your voice goes, you're sent backstage, never to be seen again. Sad? The other girls in the opera would tease me for being melodramatic, but really it's just pragmatism. One day, I will be old and wrinkled. My voice will crack when I open my mouth to sing. I won't be a stage darling, and if I don't have something stable to fall back on, I'll wind up a withered old beggar woman in the streets, right back where I started. People think I'm selfish the way I talk, like I'm squandering my good fortune, my looks, my singing voice. You know, out of everyone in the academy, the only one who understood my perspective from the start was Caspar. Can you believe it? He may have a narrow range of focus, but I think we don't give him enough credit. His world is just simpler than ours. Practical. If he weren't so oblivious to any and every romantic hint, I dare say he'd even make a good husband. Cynical. Why do you say that? Don't misunderstand, Professor. I'm not going to settle down with any old noble just for the sake of comfort. I haven't given up on my dream of finding true, passionate love. But when people see you dating around, they make assumptions. They gossip and call you all sorts of awful names, throw dirt on your reputation. Before you know it, handsome young men you've hardly introduced yourself to think you're a gold-digging Oh look, you have a bite. You're not wrong. The difference is Sylvain did it on purpose, but don't make me think of him, Professor. I can't bear it, knowing that any day now we'll see him again on the battlefield. How do you deal with it? You seem close with just about every student in the academy. How do you stand all this chaos? Having to face down the same people you shared your meals with, and see the hatred and betrayal in their eyes. How can you find the strength to pick up your sword and keep fighting? Fishing. Really? Explain it to me, please. How does sitting quietly and staring at the water help when the whole world is on fire outside our door? Can we really afford escapism now? Necessary. I see. You're saying if we don't pull back out of it and catch our breaths, we'll be overwhelmed. Like a tactical retreat to regroup and fortify your forces, You learned that in your mercenary days? It's hard to put it all down and escape. I was sitting out here and singing, yes, but the songs, they're all about war. An opera for 80. Even when I tried to find peace, I couldn't let go of the chaos. I felt guilty. Every day I feel guilty. Guilty pleasure, huh? Pass me a fishing rod. Have we told you, Professor, how much you mean to us? All of us here. No matter if it's bright and early or the dead of night, when we need you most, you arrive. It's almost supernatural. Like you're a saint sent to us by the goddess. Or maybe you're a deity in your own right. If you were the center point of a religion, I think I could learn to pray. I'm starting to see now the comfort you find in fishing. I still don't like the quiet, but there is a kind of peace here. Just watching the water ripple around your line. It doesn't even matter if you catch something anymore. There's comfort just in being here, existing, forgetting everything but the water. do feel better, actually. I wouldn't have thought I could. Thank you, Professor. I'm calm enough to sleep, even. You should, too. Get some rest and build up your strength. We'll need it if we want to win our freedom.